Hello everybody, Thorgal here and welcome to Subnautica. It's a new series I'm gonna start today, and because I have been very addicted to this game, I started playing it again after seeing a video on YouTube, and I saw that there were so many changes. The game has come such a long way, and when I started playing it a couple years ago, it's quite a long time ago, it just didn't feel right yet, okay? But now I've played, I think, 11 hours in the last week on the game, and I just completely addicted. It's so relaxing, and it's so much fun, and it came such a long way that I want to make a series on it. And I hope that you guys will join me on this adventure and are going to have fun watching it as well. So we're just going to start a new game. I deleted my other game, so I don't play on that anymore. And we're gonna use survival. A lot of people I see making YouTube videos, they do freedom, but I am not a fan of it. To me, the water and food is a big part of a survival game, and it's not too hard to handle, especially once we get one certain item in the game. It's the gravity ball, I believe. Then it's a big change. It makes it very easy to get food and so on. But anyway, we're gonna have a cutscene here on how actually everything comes about. And it's somewhat a story-driven sandbox game, because there's quite a bit of story there that guides you through it, and also quests and so on now. I guess you can call them quests, but let's see here.
Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel abandon ship. Launch in 3, 2, 1.
Ouch. All I can say. Alright, so you guys see, we crashed. And now we are in this escape pod. Let me get out of the seat. Thank you. Alright, so we're gonna have to extinguish this fire here. I should have control now. Okay, so we'll pick up the extinguisher. And then just right mouse button. When you skip the cutscene here in the beginning, you actually don't need to do that anymore. You come right after all this fire and so on. And once we boot it into the
emergency mode, this program will catalog your inventory, record essential information, and issue survival advice as necessary. It has one directive: to keep you alive on a hostile world. Good luck.
Thank you. Alright, so this is our inventory right here, and then we also have a bunch of logs now, which I'm going to read every time. I don't know, I'm not going to read everything out loud, I'm going to say. A lot of times there's going to be a lot of text and so on that you can simply, you know, pause the screen if you want to read it yourself and so on. And I think we're good over here, right? Yeah, I can't do anything there. So, number one, we got a medical Kit Fabricator right here, and that always has some med packs in here, and you guys are gonna see, you see that indicator 0%, it now recharges. It's not too long, it takes a couple minutes, so every couple minutes we get a free med pack out of these fabricators here. And then here's our main fabricator, and then here's our storage container. So I'm, for example, gonna put this in here. We start with a little bit of food, some flares, and some water. And I'm gonna leave all this here. We shouldn't need it here. We're gonna get our basics together very soon. And then, of course, here's the fabricator. Let's take a look at this real quick. There's 4 categories. So we have resources, so pretty much materials, where we can, you know, process titanium, ingots, silicon rubber, glass, bleach, enameled glass, and plasteel ingot. And there's more gonna be added to these categories when we discover stuff. And there's also benzene, synthetic fiber, that's under advanced materials. And then electronics, copper wire, battery, power cell, computer chip, wiring kit, and so on. This is the one that we're gonna look at the most today, is right here. How to make water, right? Well, it only shows us that we can make it with bleach. And the thing I would like to get together today is a standard O2 tank. I would like to get some fins. And yeah, that's about it. And then under tools, we'll see what kind of a tools we're gonna get. A battery and titanium to make a scanner. That's something I definitely would like to make. Click anywhere and you close this. So, let's go on top first, so you can see what actually happened. This is the ship that got exploded.
The Aurora suffered catastrophic hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected in 100-meter range.
No survivors. So sad. And then underneath there's another pod. Another hatch where we can come out from or go back in. And so it does get randomly I don't know exactly how this works yet. Because this area here... Yeah, it looks different.
Uncharted ocean planet. Oxygen nitrogen atmosphere. Water contamination high.
Okay. So, like, when I played in these other games, it looked different underneath me. So I don't know if the map is the same, but it just places that pod in a different area, or if these biomes get generated, you know, every time differently. I am not sure how that works. But you guys see there's lots of life down here, and we have an O2 indicator on the left. We only have 45 seconds for O2 right now. But you guys see, I'm a little bit hurt, I'm hungry, and I'm starting to get thirsty. So that's what I want to take care of first, is the basics. And the way you do that, these pink fish right here is going to be the main thing. You try to catch up to them, and then you grab them. And you now I see I discovered this fish, and it also added a recipe, and that is the water recipe. And let's get another one here. Let's get a couple together. And then also... Oh, did I get him? No, he was too quick. I actually have no problem with food in survival, guys, but I've noticed that water is much more of an issue. We get a pepperfish. I like those. Alright, we gotta get back up, get a breath. Food doesn't seem to be a problem, but water, you seem to drink like a water buffalo. Really crazy. And here in the beginning area, there is not really a lot of hostile things. You really have to mess up to get attacked by something here. Oh, he swam right into me. Alright, so how many do we have here? We got 3 and 3. Let's get one more food for right now. And then we'll go ahead and cook this up. Alright, don't be difficult. Thank you. Alright, you guys see, it's not hard to catch fish already. And later on, like I said, when we get the gravity sphere or gravity ball, I forgot what it's called. Is it under deployables? Yeah, right here, the grav sphere. When we get this, it's gonna make our lives a lot easier. So let's go ahead under substance. And right here, you now see underwater, there's a new one out of bladderfish. And now there's 2 ways to craft. You just left click, and you see it crafts us this, and the interface went away. And when you shift left click, it keeps this interface open. It doesn't really make much difference anymore to me, because it used to be that when you're done crafting, the thing actually closed. And there's also 2 ways to cook fish. You can just make cooked fish, which spoils quite quickly. And you can make cured fish, always with the same ingredients, but this one requires salt. And when you eat it, it dehydrates you a little bit, okay? But for right now, I'm just gonna make the cooked fish, because we are...
Fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Okay, so it just told us exactly what I tried to tell you guys. And we learned the air bladder, because we caught this bladderfish. Yeah, when you use that, you just get shot up to the surface a lot faster. Okay, let's go ahead, and we'll go ahead and eat first. So you just left click them and you eat them. And you guys see, actually tells you, gives you 31 food and even 4 water. So now we're full, and let's drink our water, and we're good. That's it. We already have all that under control. How much longer here? 54%. Alright, so now next thing we're gonna do is we need to go collect stuff. Oh, it shows us something over there. But right here is salt, okay? And things, by the way, respawn. Alright, there's some crystals down here. These are for glass. I'm gonna pick up 2 or 4, something like that. And for right now, I can't go that deep because I always have to come back up to the surface to get breath. But let's see, what does this tell us over here? Break limestone. It kind of pointed in the ground. And there's also a lot of wreckage in the area, okay, that you can pick up. It takes a little bit of more inventory space, but we can turn that into titanium. And this is going to be one thing you're going to do a lot in this game, is you find these little rocks and you just punch them a few times. And now you see it made titanium, it dropped it, and then you pick that up. It's gonna be quite fast here very soon because I click so fast that usually you pick it up before it even renders on the screen. Get 12 seconds. Alright, let's go up here. Also, these corals here we'll need later for some advanced... I think... No, for the chipsets. Computer chips or something. These things we'll need to make batteries. You know what? Let's grab a few of these. I think these are small. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab 4. So we can make 2 batteries because we're gonna need them. It's starting to turn night, but it makes it so beautiful, the game at night. Alright, so let's go a little bit... Let's get a breath and then go down a little bit deeper. And find us a bunch of these rocks. Should be a bunch at the sides. There, this is dangerous. There's these new weird fish. I'm not picking up any of these creature eggs, guys. They take up space. I have not figured out what those are for. The computer's a little funny at times. Alright, so we got titanium, lead. And because there's this new fish that is really mean. And I've seen it mostly in these places here. Alright, we gotta go. Alright, it's also very dark. Ooh, am I gonna make it? Yeah, I'm gonna make it. Let's go straight up here. I should probably try to get ourselves a flashlight here quite soon. Usually when I just play alone, you know, I see pretty well. I hope that it's still gonna be good on YouTube. So what do we have right now? We have some titanium, some crystals, 2 copper and lead. I might be able to make a flashlight. Let's see if we can make one of them right away. I don't remember what the ingredients are for it. Right, I don't want to take any of that. Okay, let's check it out. So you're gonna spend quite a bit of time here in the beginning area. Personnel, tools, flashlight. We need 1 battery and 1 glass. Perfect. We have everything for that. Let's go ahead and make 1 glass. That's what you need the quartz for. And then we'll go under electronics and the battery. You just need 1 copper and 2 acid mushrooms. So that was easy. And then we can go here. Right there and make the... Ooh, I can make a scanner as well. Let's just make the flashlight first. So we can keep working. And the other thing is under tools. I need another... Let's just make another battery because we're gonna need plenty of them anyway. And as you guys seen, all you need is 1 copper and 2 of those little mushrooms. Acid shrooms or whatever they're called. So it's really easy to make batteries. Equipment. What did I see here? I need another glass to make the O2 tank. Okay, so let's make the scanner here first because that's a really important tool as well.
The handheld spectroscope
and I'm gonna
scanner can be used
put
to
the
blueprints
flashlight on
from
3, scanner on 2, and 1 is gonna have our knife.
alien biological data.
Also, to get rid of some stuff here, I'm gonna make the titanium out of the plates. It gives you 4 titanium, so it's a really good titanium resource. And it's already more than we want to have on us. Wait a second. What was the other thing here? Yes, the O2 bottle. I need glass. I thought that I picked up 4 quartz. Oh, I picked up 3, I guess. Okay. Let's see. How much titanium do we have on us already? Okay, let's get rid of some of this already. And let's go back down and get us another quartz so we can get a tank. And let's check out the light here. Yes, thank you. Much better, right? So you guys can see. And there's our... Whoops. I forgot that E puts it away. And you see it has power of 99%. So eventually the battery is gonna run out, but then we can put in a new one. And you keep the old batteries now, so you can recharge them later in a battery charging station, which is really cool. Oops, right there. Let's make the glass. And then we'll make ourselves a tank so we can stay underwater longer. That's also a big change that I like. You can only have 1 O2 tank now. Okay? You guys see it goes directly on my body. You don't need to have your inventory filled with O2 tanks anymore. And now we're up to 75 seconds, so that is quite a lot longer to dive around with and so on. And I'm gonna go ahead and keep farming here throughout the night now. I'm gonna get more of the little rocks and so on. I'm gonna keep recording, of course, in case I run into any dangers and so on. There's no difference really. Hunting is actually... Those are these guys right there, I believe. Let's go ahead. Oh, the scanner. We haven't tested out the scanner yet. Check it out. when you scan things, there's a lot of things you can scan. Alright, this guy, you see he does this gas cloud when he... This is his defense mechanism, and we're also gonna scan him. Or it. Can't really tell if it's a him. And it takes longer. You have this little indicator. And just to show you real quick, we're at 71%. And I interrupted the scan, and we go to the same type over here. And we can keep scanning, and it picked up at 71%. So that is really nice. And we scanned it. It's a gasopod. Cool. And then what can we do with this data? Let me get up here so I get some air. Stay. And then all this stuff comes into here. You see, blueprints were added. It's gonna show us new ones right there because we got that bladderfish. And it showed us the cooked food right there. And also the air bladder. Sorry about that, my phone rang. And so it shows you the new blueprints whenever you find something new. And then here's all the stuff that we saw on the screen. So you can always come back and see all the different things that the voice log has been telling you. And then the data bank here is everything that you scan. So we scanned the gasopod and it gives you a bunch of information about it. For example, most important is down here always like at the bottom it always shows you things like if it's a resource for something. For example, on the acid mushroom, acid has applications in battery fabrication. So that's kind of how you figure out what are things used for when you go diving. Should I pick it up or not? And then this guy, I mean, a lot of times you don't know if something will hurt you until you get into scan range and try to scan it, and then they either hurt you or they don't. Makes sense, right? Whoops, I keep pressing escape. Playing so many different games. Alright, it's morning already. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and farm a bunch, but where was this hole again?
Attention, detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with ongoing degradation of the Aurora's dark matter.
There is that crazy fish. Let's... Oh no, he's gonna... Did he hurt me already? Oh, you guys saw that? They come out of the shell, they swim up to you, and then they explode. That is so mean. Oh, man. And he came from here, but that is the only way, and it took me forever to find out, to get cave sulfur. That is how you get that, and we'll need that for a certain thing. I don't remember what it was. There's another one of them. Check it out. That's like your warning, and then he comes after me. And... Oh, okay. I didn't take much damage there. But it's crazy, isn't it? They got these little fish that swim up to you and explode. I mean, that's not a very nice life to live for them either. Alright, I got 12 seconds, so I should probably get out of here.
Oxygen.
I was hoping to show you... I was hoping to find that smooth cave again, that coral tunnel, whatever that is, because they have so much... let's get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. They have so many of these little rocks that it would just make it super easy to harvest. I bet you there's more of these knuckleheads. Oh no, that's where I was just at. Where was this cave? Okay, I found that tunnel again. And I'm also gonna scan this limestone outcrop. That's what they're called. And then I noticed something, by the way. When you use the scanner and you left click it, it breaks everything. You don't need to hit multiple times. So usually when I go rock hunting, I always pull that out. And we'll also get all the ones up here. It's not hard to find them. You usually find them in groups like this. Alright, and now let's go down into the tunnel. And let's see if there's any more explodey fish. That's an egg, right? I cannot... Oh, I could scan him, but it don't matter. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another exploder in here. And I got 30 seconds to always keep your head on that, because in the beginning you get a warning at the 10-second, and then when you get a bigger bottle you get a 30-second warning. Or maybe it's dependent on the depth, I'm not sure. Never really paid attention to that. Because I always keep my eye on it anyway, so we got 15 seconds. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't have any time to scan. Let's get this one on the way up. And as soon as you run out, I'm gonna just show you real quick here. The screen starts to turn darker, you see that? And you still have time to get out. When it goes really dark, then you die. And death in this game, and I'm gonna explain that real quick, because that took me forever. I'm like, so what's the punishment? You know, you just spawned in your pod, or if you later on have a big submarine or something, then you spawn into that. But check out on the screen right now. You see inventory secured. So that means whatever I have on me now. Go back here. Whatever I have on me now. And I go outside. And I pick up a bunch of stuff. And I fill my inventory. And I die. I spawn with what I have right now. And I'm not sure. Does it even tell you when we leave inventory secured? No. It's only when you enter it secures the inventory. It resets everything to that point pretty much. It's almost like a quick save. But your vehicles, let's say I'm going really far away with a vehicle and I die there, my vehicle is still gonna be in that area, okay? It doesn't come back to here where you are. So that can really bite you in the butt if you were really far and really deep to get back there again. So always keep that in mind. There's a lot of things out there to kill us. Don't think right here, this nice, beautiful little place. It's very unforgiving later. Hey, come here. Come here. Thank you. Let's get more water and food as well. And let's scan a few more fish. I'm not sure. Oh, yes, these shuttle bugs. Sorry, my eye's itching. These shuttle bugs, I think, if I remember right, they said in the thing here that they mark, yeah, indicate nearby cave systems. Well, we are in a cave system already, so... wait, did I not scan you already?
Oxygen.
Ah. Whoops. Whoops. Quick. Oh my god. Oh my god. I might make use of that secured inventory here in a second. I don't know. I'm not gonna make it. Well, perfect. I can show you on camera. So we had at least one bladderfish on us, right? We just caught that. So check it out. When we come in here now, that's funny. I just showed you. And we come here. That bladderfish is... Yeah, we had a bladderfish. Exactly. That's what it was. Right there. Okay. But while I'm here, let's go ahead and get ourselves a new med kit. And you always start with half food, but that's fine. At least we have full water. Decomposing. You guys see, I cannot eat these anymore. So I gotta cook a new one. Don't eat the decomposing ones. They're not good for your body. Unfortunately, I don't have a trash can yet, so we cannot get rid of it yet. So we're just gonna drop them on the ocean floor. And then nothing despawns in this game, guys. So when I come down here, and let's say I make this my trash can right down here. So I'm gonna say, oh, I clicked on it instead of right click. Right clicking, you drop stuff out of your inventory, so I ate it, but I'm doing okay. It apparently didn't do anything to me, so that's good. So let's figure out real quick if we have enough to make the fins or what I need to get. Here, equipment, fins. I need silicone rubber, and silicone rubber comes from creepvine seed clusters. Perfect. I think that is really good to show you guys today. Usually when you come out here, you see how it's flat here, and then over here it goes deeper, right? And we can already see one here. You always want to aim for the deep water, because that is where these creepvines are gonna be. And they have two purposes. Number one, to cut the creepvines themselves. And number two, they have these glowing clusters on them that look really cool. This guy right there made a noise. They are the only thing that's really dangerous. Why are you coming after me? I'm not doing anything to you. When you get near the metal plates, then they start getting mad, because they take them like for nesting purposes or something like that. But when you get near those metal things that we picked up earlier, what are they called? Debris. When you get near the debris, then they start getting mad at you and so on. So let's come down here and let's scan the creepvine itself, because that's gonna tell us some information. And then also these clusters down here. I think we can scan those separately. No, we can't. But anyway, these are big, but we're gonna pick up a few. We're gonna fill our inventory, so we don't need to come back here. You heard it. New. Oh, it's full inventory. It said new blueprint acquired. So let's go back up and see what we've gotten from that. You see it's playing with the debris. This guy as well. So when you get near those, when they are around, then they usually get mad at you. Let me... Oh, my inventory is full. I forgot. Alright, let's come up here and see real quick what we've learned. Not you, blueprint. Let's see. Oh, you start with all these interior modules. I didn't know. Go What did I learn? Lubricant. Yes, you also need the creepvine clusters to make lubricant as well as the silicon rubber. So they have 2 uses. And because these are so big, look how much space they take up in your inventory. I usually use them all up, so I'm gonna make probably 1 lubricant because it only takes 1. I love when the fish jump out of the water. And the other ones we're gonna use for the silicon rubber. So let's go ahead and make... It makes you 2 out of 2, I believe. Let's double check real quick. Oh, it used 1, so it makes you 2 out of 1. Alright, let's make another one of these. Let's go ahead and make the glass as well. There's no reason. Later on, I think there's one more use for quartz as a raw material in a recipe. I'm gonna make 2 of these and then 1 more silicon rubber. And now we should have used them all up. I just want to get them out of the inventory. Alright, now we should be able to make our fins. Yes. Bam. Which is gonna make us, and automatically equips them. It's gonna make us swim a lot faster now. Or not a lot, but it's gonna. And I'm also going to make the survival knife now. Silicon rubber and titanium, because that one we can use to cut down things and also defend ourselves.
The massacre on Abraxas Prime. As an essential survival tool for 2.5 million years, the knife remains the only exception. Sorry about that.
That's funny. Alright, so let's see what do we have on us here. Good. Okay, so now the next thing is we are going to have to repair this ship. Okay, that's the one thing I want to finish today for sure. And the repair tool right here. We're gonna need 2 more salt. Only 1 more salt deposit, and we got it. We already have the cave sulfur. Let's find... That is right there. Bam! And let's go back. And you guys see we swim quite a bit faster already, which is gonna make our lives much easier. And there's a bunch of different upgrades to the fins later, or we can even charge our handheld tools and so on. So let's go ahead, tool and a repair tool. Perfect. Funny that doesn't need a battery. I never noticed. Okay, equip it. And then walk up here, right click, and we're repairing this thing here. I don't even know what that is. What are you? Oh, it's just the plating, and we need to repair our communication device. So this is what's gonna give us all the quote-unquote quests in the game. Alright, you guys see? There's a message.
Message. This is an automated bounce back from the Aurora mining vessel. Your distress signal has been received. An emergency relief team will be dispatched to your location. Estimated arrival
in 999 hours.
9 hours.
Okay, so that's it. And then eventually we're gonna get some things that are gonna send us to other pods and so on. But I think that is it for this episode. For the first one, we got all the basics done. And what I'm gonna do between episodes is just I'm gonna farm up food and, you know, break a bunch of these rocks and just fill my chest up there with things. Let's see here real quick. I just want to find out, what does it cost to make the storage crates on the bottom? That's under deployables. We can make one. It just takes 3 titanium. I forgot, it's super cheap. So I'm gonna make one of these real quick. So you know next time, because I'm gonna have a bunch of those down on the ocean floor for all the different methods. Because I am a hoarder, if you guys know me from any other games and so on. I like to hoard the materials. And I'm gonna place them right here. So you equip it, it's in your hand. And then I come down here and just right click it. And then it kind of floats down to the ground like this. And it just stays there. Okay, we can also pick it up again. So let's open it. And let's just put in a few copper real quick. And when you pick it back up, you just on the side pick up. It keeps the stuff in it. So you don't need to empty them if you just want to rearrange them or move them around. Just like now, it wants to be crooked. There we go. And the other thing you can do is you can click up here, edit locker label. It's a little bit finicky to hit. Right there. And then we can, for example, call this, I'm going to call it titanium. Because that's what I'm going to have the most of in the beginning. Because I'm going to farm a lot of these rocks and so on. And so the titanium is going to go in here. Oh, and glass. Okay. So, that is it. And the knife, you know, you just right click and you attack stuff. For example, we can come over to these guys. And, come on. And then you pick them up. But you need to break them with your knife first. And you can also kill fish and whatnot. Alright, I'm taking you if you're right in front of me. Okay, it's a little dark now, but I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and that's it for real. I showed you all the basics, and next time we're gonna make our first vehicle, the Sea Glide. And I hope you join me in next episode, and until then, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.